We have about 20 minutes before the pre-opening rates kick in. Sanjiv Bhasin, director at IIFL Securities, is joining us now. Sanjiv, hi, good morning. The mojo of this market was sort of came to a halt, right, after Infy's and TCS's numbers. So you're taking a bit of a breather now. But how are you feeling about the market? Do you think that this could be a bit of a lull period, or is the second half looking like it's going to be really exciting? What's the sense you're getting?
Yeah, good morning, Sonia. So, we were grossly oversold at 800. The pessimism was at its highest. The first 10 or 12 days of 15 days of April have made up all the oncoming of, February, March. I think we are headed for a superb close on April. And believe me, in May, we hit new highs. So this is nothing. 16,800 was grossly oversold. 17,500 is the equilibrium. Now, when we get past 18,500, then we'll talk of a bull market. So I think that on all parameters, India stands to stand out, notwithstanding the little damn color by TCS and Infosys is made up by DLF and Godrej Property, two of my favorite stocks. So like I said, I'm sticking my neck out. Next week is going to be superb, and May is going to be 15th of May. You might see new highs on the index coming very, very, very fast, with Bank Nifty leading the charge.
Sanjiv, hi, good morning. Good to have you back. We're seeing you after a break. And that was the mojo which was missing. So I think the mojo should be back now. Interesting, new highs in May. New all-time highs, I think about 5 or 6% away on the Nifty, right? And the Bank Nifty, it's almost similar, I mean 4-5%. Which are the stocks or sectors to focus on, Sanjiv? Because you've got your eye on a wide range of stocks as well, which should lead this move higher.
So Prashant, if you see the undertone, like Sonia pointed out, maybe the index has flattened out in the last 3 days due to the pressure of Infosys and some of the mutual funds balancing their book. But look at the mid caps. They have been a star performers. Look at DLF, all-time new highs. Godrej Property up 40%. Similar is the case with some of the PSU banks. Bank of Baroda 180. I think it is going to be metals. The dollar is headed to below 100. It is going to hit 98. The Fed pricing in of the bond yields of 2-year, 10-year differential is at the lowest. And that's telling you a rate cut by June, July is very much on the cards. Secondly, inflation, no rate hike in India puts us in a sweet spot, and earnings are going to be the barometer. The last but not least, Prashant, it's the retail flows. It's not the FI money. It's the retail flows, which is the backbone of this market. So metals, cement, banks, you have real estate, and I think the broader market is going to definitely outperform. But make no bones, I think 18,150 will be crossed, and then you'll be looking at new highs before we can think about it by the middle of May.
Hi Sanjiv, good morning. Good to speak to you after a while. Well, I was using this cricket analogy yesterday. About 2 batsmen are batting in there. The Nifty Bank is in fine form, but the IT index is a little bit off color. What's your view on that space? Because that's not able to score any runs. In fact, it's getting bowled every time. But a big correction from the top. What do you do with the IT stocks? Is Sanjiv Bhasin a buyer into them?
Well, select stocks. I've been always telling you that HCL Tech Mahindra, Persistent are 3 stocks we bought. They gave very, very handsome returns recently. We are now overweight on metals. We are looking at stocks like Grasim, Hindalco, Tata Steel, Larsen and Toubro. I mean, where visibility is far more greater. And these are all sectors and stocks where I think you should be looking for very, very strong gains. Like I told you, the smart money will shift from the IT to these cyclical sectors. Plus, Nigel, I think the weakness in the rupee was overdone. If the rupee is now not a tailwind but a headwind, then IT may remain status quo for some time. So I would not get into buying Infosys right now. But HCL Tech Mahindra and Persistent can be 3 stocks you can do a sip in.
HCL Tech Mahindra and Infosys, you said. Persistent, you said, right? But HCL Tech, do you want to wait and watch? I mean, the numbers are tomorrow. So before giving your recommendation, do you want to see the numbers and the management commentary?
No, Sonia, you'll be surprised. HCL Tech may come out with the strongest numbers. And if I am correct, there could be a corporate event. So I think HCL Tech would fit the bill as being an outperformer in the IT sector rather than an underperformer. It has anyway been an outperformer from those level of 920 when it hit 1120. I am looking at HCL Tech being one of the top performers in the large cap stocks.
Okay. What about autos? Now, suddenly autos are coming back. CLSA put out an interesting note yesterday where they said not only are prices looking attractive, but demand is also resilient. Are you buying any of the stocks now?
Well, if you forgot last when we met, Bosch and Tata Motor were two of my top picks, along with DLF and Godrej Property. I think Tata Motor is going to surprise on the upside. Bosch is anyway hitting new highs. I will not even sell that stock at 24,000. So that's the type of bullishness. Sonia, you know, in all this humdrum, people have missed the woods for the trees. France, Germany, the UK market are all hitting new highs. And major of the business of Bosch and Tata Motor is stemming from there. If you can take a little bit of risk, Motherson gives you a very good opportunity as an OEM because Europe is rebounding. I think autos are just starting off. And even though in India we've had some plateauing, I think Maruti can take the cake on the price on the passenger vehicle and Tata Motor. These two would be my top performers from here.
Sanjeev, any tadakedar mid-cap, small-cap picks that you have your eyes on? You always have one or two for us, for our viewers, that you think are poised very well.
So, Prashant, in October, I gave you Anupam Rasayan at 740. And despite markets going nowhere, Anupam has hit new highs, up 45%. My top pick, again, would be a stock which I think can be an outperformer. But, you know, SW Solar. You just spoke to the previous gentleman on renewables and solar PVs. SW Solar is owned 40% by Reliance Energy. It has got a 18 crore equity. It had an order book of 800 crore last year. This year they're doing 4,000 crore. They are an EPC provider with nil debt, 12% of margins, and they are saying their book can double in the next 2 years, which means you're talking of 10-12,000 crore as an order book. Plus, we know that EPC, they are the third largest in the world. And with the ascent on PV and solar, I think they are a no-brainer. They got a very big order from NTPC. They are anticipating two big orders in the end of April. I think at 300 rupees, this stock can double, and it will double by Diwali. So if you want, I can stick my neck out. In large caps, I am very, very bullish on Grasim, the largest player in viscose staple fiber, viscose filament yarn, which is doing extremely well. Their chemical textile business, and the holding company of Ultratech and AB Capital. Along with that, I think Tata Steel, Hindalco, JSW all fit the bill. So I would be overweight metals, and I think they can surprise you on the upside.
All right, Sanjeev, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for sharing those names with us. Sterling and Winston, SW Solar, as Sanjeev pointed out, is that name. And of course, good call with Anupam earlier. Thanks indeed for joining us, Sanjeev, and we will speak with you soon again. Thanks indeed. We'll take a very quick break here. We'll come back. Midesh and Sudarshan will be with us with some technical trading ideas. So stay tuned. More calls, more trades coming up on the other side.